Hey, y'all! Did you know in 1589, Peter Stubb was on trial in Germany for a series of hideous crimes?
He claimed the devil gave him a girdle that turned him into a wolf.
That's funny. Mine turns me into a fox.
It's a Halloween morning with the Barbershop Duet.
Hi, I'm Marcus Klinger with Klinger Vocal Studio.
And I'm Sarah Vincent with Sarah Vincent Virtual Pilates.
But on Wednesdays and Saturdays,
we are the Barbershop Duet!
Hey, y'all, it's great to see you. Thank you for finding us in the middle of our Twilight Homage Day. If you happen to be here during the live premieres, join the chat. Won't you meet the Whiff Pack, a cool group of folks hanging out from all over the world. One of them just got a girlfriend.
They'd love to meet you, so come join us. And for our mention today, we wanted to do something a little different. We went back and looked at some of the summer bar soaps that came out from Sterling. And this one had some odd reviews on there, like a 2 out of 5 instead of their normal thing.
Well, in a vast expanse of 5 stars, this one was sitting kind of on the lower end of things, and Rod immediately reduced the price and things like that. So we thought, well, if this is in fact an iffy soap, we gotta know what it smells like.
Okay, I will admit, if I took a whiff of this, I would not think it was strawberry.
Yes! Yes! Okay, what are you getting?
Okay, so it took me back to the rubber on your shoes when they're brand new and they have that kind of rubbery smell. That's the end whiff I got. It started a little, not crazy sweet. Like if you think strawberry chapstick, like I was thinking, you know, candy strawberry. Right. Let me just tell you that is not what I'm getting here.
Y'all!
It starts fruity-ish, but then it kind of takes a dive into, at least that's what I got, new shoe rubber.
I'm going to rebox this for my whip. A strawberry and new shoe leather scent? Okay, wait,
there may be strawberry in there, but it's very disguised.
Oh, wait, hold on.
There's something sweet about it, but it's not what you're expecting as strawberry. Maybe?
It's nice.
It's different.
It's nice. Wait a minute. Wait. Like, you know, I
I'll
don't...
still use it. There's nothing, you know.
I'm not smelling the weirdness that you're smelling.
Maybe it wore off.
Hold on. Wait, smell again. Okay. I think what it is that generally when we have a strawberry scent, whether it's a scratch and sniff sticker or a car freshener, it's done with exactly the same strawberry. It's done, well, with the exact same strawberry that when you squeeze your strawberry shortcake doll, that strawberry smell that comes out.
Not a real strawberry.
Right. I feel like that's kind of the only strawberry scent that there is in the scent world. I think this has gotten a little bit of the weird response it has only because it's different.
Right.
Only because it's not that strawberry you expect, which, by the way, isn't all that strawberry for me in the first place.
It's not a real strawberry.
Right. Yeah. My brain just kind of learned it as strawberry the same way with banana,
or
Laffy Taffy banana, or watermelon, right? Like Jolly Rancher watermelon is not at all watermelon, but we know that is watermelon. I think this is just in an effort to do strawberry in a new way.
Right.
Does that make sense?
Because I feel like it's almost like a strawberry aldehyde or like a leathery something version of it.
So I think it's just that it's a strawberry oil blend we're not used to because it's not the strawberry shortcake one. Does that make sense?
But it's nothing that's like a crazy deterrent that I wouldn't use it. It's not like I need to send it back or something.
But I think I would almost call this strawberries and cream and champagne before I would call it like just straight up strawberry.
I'm with you. I think that's just the name drew us a little astray.
Would that have fixed it if this was a New Year's Eve soap and I called this champagne and strawberries?
I think so. I think if my brain wasn't expecting to get the candy strawberry.
You're welcome. And what's our soap today and why have we decided it's an homage?
So we have 3 soaps that we chose from Southern Witchcrafts for this fun Halloween season and decided each of these soaps kind of represent one of the characters from the Twilight series. So we've already done one for Bella, Necromantic, and today's soap is kind of for going to Jacob's side of town with Lycanthropy.
Yeah, y'all be prepared for your imprinting while we meet the soap. All right, y'all, so from the sales page at southernwitchcrafts.com.
Lycanthropy captures the experience of transcending human barriers through an animalistic transformation in an aromatic midnight garden under a full moon.
That's what I was waiting to see. Y'all, there is a garden under a full moon. I was kind of a little scared this would all be Animalic Musk and Civet and stuff like that because it's a werewolf. So, but I think we're in good hands here.
Yeah, but if you think of Jacob, like, he's pretty much outdoors in almost any scene that he's, like, in werewolf mode, like running through the trees and that kind of stuff. So I kind of thought it'd be more, like, outdoorsy somehow.
It is the evergreens of Oregon, y'all, where it rains 361 days a year.
Right.
And y'all, I just have to mention, these are some of the labels that absolutely inspired our show. When I looked at these and I went, oh my God, the artistry, the craftsmanship, in just the labels alone, there has got to be something special in these containers. And there is, y'all. I am so excited. Let's let this werewolf out of his kennel. All right, y'all, so last year we had this idea to do our Twilight Day. One for Bella, one for Edward, one for Jacob. So we have been collecting these soaps wherever we could find them all year, and this was the hardest one. But where did we find it at? Pasteur had it for us,
so
y'all.
It's been waiting on the piano for quite a while.
And you know what's funny? I actually saw it in one of Josue's pictures from Pasteur, and I saw it on the shelf, and I called him immediately, and I went, hey, can you send us Lycanthropy? And they said, yes, we sure can.
Look at that label.
I know. Yo, look how the bottom has a little glass of wine.
Just a little
for that one, and this one has the leaves for Autumn Ash.
They all have a clue into the set.
I know. I love that this one has got Michael J. Fox howling at the full moon.
Don't look at those scent notes yet. We can't read those yet.
All right, y'all. It's a full moon, and it's time for a first impression. Y'all, the decadence of the Southern Witchcraft sets are unmatched in the shading soap world.
It's their own little signature. I'm excited for you to get the first whiff. It's another new one to add to the den.
I am too. Okay, here we go. Taking it in.
What will Lycanthropy smell like, y'all?
Y'all,
give him a minute.
Y'all, Southern Witchcraft has a way of bringing you in with the familiar, and then as soon as you fall in love with it, you hit this thing that's like, what the hell is that?
Right?
And when you do, it is something beautiful. It's something alluring. It's something captivating. It's something you really want to know more of. But it's a little scary, and it's unknown, and it's darker. Y'all, unreal. I think that is the key to the Southern Witchcraft magic. I think they bring you in. Because, y'all, there's no common scent in any of these. The width and breadth is amazing. But what it is that beautiful, utterly familiar that brings you in and then just turns, just morphs into something that's not and something that's creepy. Y'all, hold on. Oh, okay. So this starts with that gorgeous helicopter shot from the movie of that forest, that dense evergreen forest that only the kind of rain that Oregon gets can provide. It starts by putting you in the middle of that and in the most realistic, beautiful way. We have whimsical, candied versions of Oregon forests, and we love them. But y'all, this is absolutely a real sense of standing amongst those trees and feeling the morning dew hit you on the shoulder. That's this. And then hold on. It's even got a coldness to it. I don't think there's menthol, but there's like this cold hit you get of being among those evergreens. And then things take a turn. Hold on.
Sorry, it's hot here today, y'all. If you can hear her painting, it is 97 here.
Whoa. Y'all, it just hits this like mysterious wall of scent notes. So it brings you in with the trees and something a little sweet and familiar.
Okay. And then she gets real.
Whoa. It's not floral.
Oh.
But it's as if herbs and rocks have become florals.
Okay.
Kinda?
It did hint at like a gardeny thing, maybe.
Whoa, right.
I don't know what that is, but
okay, so wait a minute. Y'all, the last one we did, Necromantic, had wisteria in it. I would be willing to bet you there is a floral in here that is generally not used and maybe not yet experienced by us on this show.
I'm excited then.
But it's kind of in what I would call like the graveyard line of flowers.
Oh, fun.
Believe me, I know what those are. The carnations, the wisteria, those. Okay. The purple roses.
Oh, yeah. Those. The deep, dark-looking ones.
I know. Right. I know.
It's tiring smelling soaps, apparently.
And here's the thing, y'all. It's beautiful. There is very little dank going on in here. This is absolutely a wearable, beautiful set. I think if you said polo green was in this same family, I don't think you'd be wrong.
Interesting.
But it's all of the nooks and crannies of this that give it that horror movie vibe.
Oh, so you're definitely outside. It's not more like 100%. The masculine side. It's definitely an outdoorsy kind of a place, maybe?
I know what this is. I know what this is. The other side of this is a beautiful, put-together, dapper man.
All right, because it
slightly sexy. Right, it's that. And then there's that other side of this that when the moonlight hits it, it turns and it gets evergreen and cold and scary and hungry.
Doesn't he have to keep an extra pair of pants because he rips them open?
Shouldn't we all? We sit behind a piano. Nobody in the whiff pack even wears pants. Right, boys? Well, I mean, maybe when Bjorn's at Anna's house.
Yeah, that's probably your stuff.
Anna, you don't have to wear pants. That's what it is. That's what it is. It's a beautiful guy. It's almost a cologne, Sarah.
Right.
Like, and then it turns and it becomes absolutely evergreen, outdoor, forest, hungry.
Okay, hungry.
Whoa, yo, this is righteous. Okay, take that in.
So it definitely is a Jacob-esque.
I think that captures both sides of it.
Okay, so Jacob is a normal guy.
Yep.
And then transformed.
Well, because Jacob does have, even in the movie, he does have a maturity to it. Right. He does just kind of have a wisdom to him, a baseness to him, a grounding to that character.
Right. And he almost knows how to help translate for Bella.
Right.
In like a nice way of like, welcome to this crazy story you're now in.
And if he's written right, he is going to be a little bit of competition for Edward. That's how he's supposed to be written.
Right.
So it makes perfect sense to me that a shade of this would be a lovely put together guy that then transforms into the outdoor cold stuff.
Okay. I know you always hear like Team Edward or Team, so it's kind of a thing.
Or Teen Wolf.
Right. Okay, ready? Ready, Lenny? Ooh, this one's kind of more of a golder color, I think.
Oh, is it? Oh, I'm so excited to have this one.
Yep, it's still a Southern Witchcraft scent. Let me just tell you.
100%. 100%. I'm
having like a deja vu moment, and I'm not sure why.
What are you getting?
Like a place that I've been, like a home somewhere. I don't know.
Wow.
Yes, interesting. There's almost something in it that I think used to be used in like older perfumes or like something that was used to make sense of
like an aftershave kind of thing?
Maybe, yes. And I feel like there's just that leftover scent.
Right.
Like if I were to walk into like a consignment store or a garage sale and you know like a piece of clothing that's older, it just naturally has a different smell that comes with it. Not dirty, but like it has its own scent.
Right.
And there's something about this, and I don't know what part of this is happening, but I almost get even like a goldeny liqueur kind of a smell. Like something in that lane.
So kind of like taking your grandfather's sport coat out of the closet.
Right. And like just some of that identity is coming out here.
Right.
I really thought I was going to get hit in the face with so much green happening here.
Right.
And I'm not. It's a different herby kind of a zone.
It's in a perfect balance. And I think that is part of the signature of Southern Witchcrafts. Y'all, the balance is just on an absolutely insane level. That's where your nose goes first, is not these notes. It was like, how did you get them to play together like this? That's the magic.
There's still something in this that I'm getting like a golden color.
Right.
And that I just assumed it would have been more of that green side. But I do get the coolness that you were talking about. Like there is something in that like, not wet dirt smell. Nothing like that. But there is almost that like foggy kind of a vibe coming through. Like there's a chill in the air.
And y'all, the evergreen, she is absolutely right. It is not like the charming candied kind of evergreen that we have experienced before. It's a real evergreen, but the amazing part is in how it sits in this mix. Because an evergreen scent can very much be a cougher at the opera. You know what I mean? It's just like, it's there. It's a little annoying. It's omnipresent. Not here, and I'm not sure how they did that, but it means that all of the scent notes that are surrounding it are basically an equally strong character put together to balance that evergreen, because I feel like those are the two things coming together.
It's still like it's a scent that I have to get to kind of know, because it's not what I was expecting.
Right.
But there is something like, you know, if you think of like a flannel jacket, maybe that's what I'm getting. Like there's something real that's in this scent, but I'm not as in the outdoor woodsies as I thought from your description. I'm definitely more, I do get a light masculine vibe, but I think I get more of a place or a vibe than I do a person at all.
Yes, I think this one's a lot more unisex just by virtue of the evergreenness to it.
I'm not getting a smell of like an animal, but I'm getting a smell of like a fur happening. So it's not like even Lainey doesn't really have like a first smell, but you can tell that it's different than like a person smell.
No, but when you like bury your nose into her and you give her cuddles, like there is that like sort of warm musky sense to her.
Not dirty like she doesn't.
No, it's more laundry musk than it is civet.
Right, but there's something that I could almost equate to maybe that kind of a vibe coming through here.
Right. Now, would you agree with me that the Southern Witchcraft signature is a little bit about bringing you in with the ultra familiar and then turning it into the ultra non-familiar?
Yes. And I think that's where my brain wants to figure out what this scent is.
Right.
It's not something that's coming to me and like, oh, it smells like this. But I kind of like that with the Southern Witchcrafts vibe, is they have their own scent, like, lane that they're taking you through. And you're trying to get to know new things.
And, you know, with that familiar, is there something alongside the evergreen that's kind of a little sweet and a little floral before it takes that Southern Witchcrafts turn?
And I think that's why I'm getting that like yellow, ambery kind of a color coming through.
It's almost a carnation. It's almost like one of those death florals, I'm kind of sensing.
It's not sweet to me. There's nothing in this scent that's very sweet. It's more savory. It's more that amber liqueur-y kind of a thing. Maybe almost a hint. It's not a tobacco, but it's another herb that could be something close.
Right. Yeah, it's not the dry, unsweet sense that like patchouli can have sometimes, but it's almost like more of with the way that a boozy smell is kind of sweet to it, like that. It's got a natural sweetness to it. Or evergreen.
There's something about the personality of Jacob that has this calming effect, and that's coming across. This scent has a very calming effect to it.
Oh, absolutely. Thinking about just having your coffee out in a deck chair among the evergreens in your backyard in Oregon.
Yeah, there's something calming about this scent. And I think that does really fit with our vibe that you get from Jacob. Like, he's the one in the mix of the trio that's like, calm down.
Right.
Everything's good. You know, and even for like Edward's personality, he goes like hyperspeed.
Yeah,
so,
true.
you know, that, and then
Edward
Bella's just like on
off.
edge, you know, but he's the one that's just like, everyone needs to calm down.
Right.
Hold on.
The calm, sensible one.
Right.
Till he imprints on your baby.
It's funny, I don't think I'm getting much evergreen at all. I don't know if my nose is just skipping past it, maybe like a oak mossy thing, but I'm not getting much like green in my face. I'm getting much more those amber colors and things on that side.
I am totally sensing it. Well, maybe like more of like a fir than an evergreen.
Right.
Does that make sense? Like a Douglas fir?
No, I'm getting more like oak mossy. Maybe a fir, maybe a fern, but I'm not really getting like green.
Yeah, our noses got slightly different things in Necromantic as well. Southern Witchcrafts. I think there is something to this balance because generally our noses are about 90% in agreement on things. This is fabulous. Well, I think indicative of a great balance.
Right.
I'm getting certain things. You're getting certain things.
Maybe we should look at the scent notes.
Yeah, I guess there is one way to settle this.
That's funny. This is kind of the color my brain was getting. So that wasn't even intentional, but like that same kind of an ambery kind of different color.
Ooh, and who made that bowl for you? That's a mighty
This is from a
attractive
Sharp
bowl.
Shaver, Philip, one of his original prototypes. But we love the color. It's super fun to go back to.
All right, y'all. So here's how we make a lather. Around here at the Barbershop Duet, we push that soap into the bowl so that you pretty much couldn't get it out again without a brush and water. Then we kind of hit it with some bougie, but I let the water run south, right? So maybe just like a really quick 5-second blooming. And then Sarah's going to take this gorgeous Trotter handicraft brush. It was a gift for the Smoldridge family.
Yes, our
and
first
she's
Trotter.
going to start to very slowly draw that soap onto the bristles. So not so much water yet, but trying to get the soap to saturate the bristles themselves. And then I like to spin the brush so that if I am getting the soap on a certain part of the bristles, I spin the brush so that the soap can load onto a different part of the bristles as we go. Then I bring the water back into things.
It's already waking up. I might need just another hit of that bougie real quick.
And this is a vegan formula from Southern Witchcrafts and one of the most respected, vegan or not, in the whole business.
Alrighty, I will keep working on this, but things I think are opening up. It's not intensity-wise, like scent intensity.
Right.
I feel like Necromantic was a little bit stronger than this one. So I don't know if it's more just that calming vibe that I'm getting. That doesn't seem as, like, potent, just because the identity of the soap is a little different.
And I bet you $1 there's a little bit of a mint in this. I am getting sort of a cool sense, and I don't think it's mint. I like there's a little bit of peppermint or something.
That's making that, like, fogginess going on.
Right. All right, y'all. So back to the sales page at southernwitchcrafts.com. We are starting with fir tree. So yes, not evergreen, fir. So a little bit of a different sense, a little bit more woody, a little bit more spicy, perhaps, right? And then lilac.
Oh.
The way they hide these florals.
That was the white clean part.
That's the white clean part.
I think that's
that
really part of
like
it.
the cologne part because we have seen lilac in some really amazing EDPs, right? It's a full moon. The dog has things to do.
It's too hot.
And then musk, but just kind of like that sense of Lainey's fur, like a sweetness to it, right?
Right.
And then...
mildew. That's funny. Maybe that's why I was getting the old jacket. I didn't even know.
Love that. Y'all, mildew can be such a comforting sense when it is in the right balance. And I love that my nose is being offset, which is a little bit of, what is that?
Right?
That Southern witchcraft is so good at. And then going on with that, you said a little bit of a sense of moss, Egyptian jasmine.
Again, keeping it from getting too dark for me.
Walk like an Egyptian.
Yeah, okay. And then we've had a few of this scent, but it's fun.
And then, this has been the week of Palo Santo. How beautiful. Just a little bit of that earthy, woody, smoky sense. Yeah. I even got it like as a sense of a hayride when we were doing the Arion and Evans one.
But there is something I think about, like the damp that you get in Oregon that does pull on the trees and other things, like recreate something similar to that Palo Santo vibe.
In your imagination, think about the moss, the mildew, and the Palo Santo. How those would come together. Phenomenal. And
again, not an Animalis thing, though.
No.
Like, it's not that vibe.
But something in the musk is just enough to give your nose that outdoor sense. And then, just to wind things down,
got some white sage.
Now,
that's the calming thing.
Yes, and I wonder if the white sage and the fir are sort of going together to give you that sort of evergreen forest sense without it getting too perfumey or cologne-y.
Interesting.
And then finally, as was in Necromantic as well,
we have some
brief hint of ozone. Brilliant. Just that sense of being next to a copy machine, and you get that sort of sweet electronic sense. Ozone.
See, and all of these scents are on the tamer, calmer side. So I feel like it's more intentional with this soap. It is more of that, like, turning, like, even on the cover, like that, when it turns into night. You know, the flowers are hidden. There's stuff that, you know, things kind of close down a little. Not that it doesn't have a scent, but it's not as, like, in your face as a daytime scent.
Well, and I think it fits really well with a werewolf, because a vampire, even when he's not like a bat or a wolf, because vampires can become wolves too, he is like that creature of the night. But with a werewolf, they could be anybody. They're just Michael J. Fox trying to play basketball, and then when the full moon hits, they transform. So maybe that's giving that sense of, like, you don't know who is a werewolf. It might be that beautiful, calm little guy that works in the library and likes William Faulkner, but once a month, you better watch out because he's going to rip your throat out.
It's funny, though, because later on in the story, he really does have interesting parts to that character, like the whole imprinting thing. And other stuff, like weird. The animal instinct stuff is like, oh, okay.
That kind of hit us out of the blue. If you were a Twilight fan, you were reading along as they were released. We all got to that part, and we were like,
wait, what?
What?
Hold on.
Did you read that part? Do you like how this is a phone? Did you read that part of it?
Right. And again,
nobody understood that.
Right.
Nobody understood that.
No.
We still don't understand that.
No, we don't. But there's something in the scent, again, that I think that kind of calming, chill, like different vibe. Like, think of when you go snuggle up next to your puppies. You just calm down. Maybe there's something about the wolfy side that kind of comes through here too. Just saying.
I love that with most Southern Witchcrafts, my nose goes and goes and goes and eventually hits a tombstone. There is just something in all of these that ends with something beautifully creepy. But with this one, my nose can just keep going all the way to the end. I am a willing victim to whatever this werewolf's going to do.
I think we should follow Jacob into this forest a little deeper and see what we've got going on.
I agree. I'll meet you there. All right, y'all, I am told if you lather the face, it is a good defense against werewolves. So we're going to show you how this lather works.
All right.
Look at this.
Here we go.
You kidding me?
Face in action.
I don't even feel the bristles of that trotter brush. That's how beautiful and thick that lather is. There it is. Mime work. Marcel Marceau out of the box over here.
There you go. All right, do our little slickness test.
Oh, right, yeah. And so, see, I love this. I love that I can get under my stubble, but my finger still glides through it. Sometimes the soap is a little slick. I have trouble getting my razor under it. A little bit of a problem getting my BBS going on.
I do like how the fur is used in this one. It's a very different way.
Are you getting it now?
Oh, that's all I'm getting. I'm not getting evergreen. Right. I'm getting fur, and I'm getting more that lighter side of the green, the oak mossy, that kind of thing. The mildew in this, don't worry, if you smell this, it's not going to be like mildew that you're like, oh, gotta go. It blends into this really well. It's just the dampness of the woods, kind of.
It lets you know you're in the woods. That's all it is. Like you do when you're at the docks, right? You do get the sense of like a little bit of botanicals from the ocean water, and when you are in the middle of the forest, you do get a sense of that. Well, that lovely sweet mildew as nature's chemistry does its work. So I love that it does have that beautiful comforting factor in this.
And the white sage the Egyptian jasmine and the lilac are keeping this in that light foggy zone. Clean, but just a little mystery still happening.
I love that there's still that je ne sais quoi, that I don't know what, that's hiding in here, that are in this other witchcraft. It doesn't smell the same in each one, but it is just a little bit of a silhouette, a little bit of a shadow, a little bit of a, what was that?
So
over
should
in the corner.
we see if Bella and Jacob would be good friends together?
Oh, this is good. Because you know what's funny? I don't even know if my nose knew the difference between evergreen and fir.
Oh.
Before now. I think I was just taking it all as the same things.
Yeah, just forest.
So here we go. This is the his and hers whip. 1, 3, 1, 2. Okay. Let's go. Oh. Those go together quite well.
Right. Like the tame kind of calm side.
Tame!
Don't you think the Jacob kind of the tame calm side here?
There it is. So is that how we're going to do it? Are we going to smell Bella with Jacob and then Bella with
See
Edward
who she fits
and
with,
decide who goes best with?
I don't
what
see
if
why
Jacob and Edward smell best together? That's a whole different movie. Y'all, it's not often that I proclaim my favorite artisans or perfumers on this show. In fact, you can generally just look at the episodes on who we've done most of to kind of see where our newbie noses were most excitedly led to. Yeah, those kind of things. But y'all, with Southern Witchcraft, the longer I am in this hobby, the more I appreciate everything they do with these scents, the balance in them, the decadence in them, the depth of them, the complexity, and the fact that something in the balance is so captivating to the human nose that it wants to keep getting farther and farther under it to discover everything it has to offer. That's what Southern Witchcraft does. They have discovered the stories that they tell best. And as artists, that is kind of your journey, is to discover where in your art form you click the best. Y'all, mysterious, Halloween, graveyardy, that is where the excitement lies for them. And I love that once they discovered that, all of these just help us come into that world so beautifully, and it takes you to such fantastic places. So it's pretty simple, y'all. Just be hanging out on your Native American reservation somewhere along the Oregon coast. Well, pretty soon this family of vampires is going to move into town, and some of that DNA deep in your family line is going to start to reactivate. Well, along is going to come this beautiful girl in light of a silvery moon. Well, that's a dangerous combination because you're going to get your own. So head over to southernwitchcrafts.com to find this and a bunch of other cool stuff. You know, until Charles Dickens did what he did, Christmas was primarily celebrated with ghost stories, which is why I am so excited now that I have had my shave with Lycanthropy. Y'all, this is an absolutely apropos Halloween scent, but the evergreens and the spices and everything beautiful, the cold air swirling around inside this are going to see me straight through to Christmas. I love this scent, and Southern Witchcraft, what a base this is. Beautiful, thick, slick, and foamy under my razor knows how to get at that stubble. There is a reason this base is spoken of with such respect in the back rooms. Thanks, y'all, and we look forward to the year ahead.
Welcome to Messages!
So, y'all, it seemed only natural that for our October giveaway, we are going to offer a $20 gift card to Southern Witchcrafts. And all you have to do to be eligible is send us an email here to WeSentYou@theBarbershopDuet.com so we can get back to you. It is the only way we communicate about our giveaways. And then check back here on November 2nd when we choose our lucky winner on the show.
Best of luck! Our little werewolf wanted to help before we close things off here.
She's so vicious. So we bring you glad tidings of great joy. It does appear from their site this morning that there has been a restocking over at Southern Witchcrafts, and 2 of the 3 we do today are now currently available. And y'all, keep bugging Jason at the Razor Company for a restock of this exclusive Gothorum Tonstrina. For me, it smells like a 100-year-old barbershop that's been walled off, and you go in for the first time. Barbershop on one side, dusty goodness on the other. It's amazing. So y'all, from a big family of funeral directors, let me thank Southern Witchcrafts for finding the fun, the mystery, the adventure in these Halloween soaps and keeping them available all year, because there is just something about these that should never go away.
It has been super fun to now get our noses on what we thought Bella would smell like, what we thought Jacob would smell like, they're good fits, and now to see if we match the Edward one or not. I'm curious.
These fit so well. These fit way better than I thought. I'm so glad we made up that homage.
Right.
That, yeah, this could smell exactly like Robert Pattinson.
I know.
I'm a little scared.
It wasn't their intention attention in Southern Witchcrafts, but we just kind of hoped that they would
we
go.
So shoehorn that in, but it seems to be working out rather well. Hey, thanks for watching, y'all. Thanks for being here during our Halloween month.
Don't forget your next appointment with the Barbershop Duet.
You'll smell scary or just watching this.